is up, beautiful people of the internet? I'm Wesley.
I'm Stephanie.
This is West and
Steph.
And today, guys, we're reacting to Run BTS episode 35, Kimchi Battle.
What's more classic than BTS and kimchi? I don't know. Let's go.
I'm pumped for this
BTS
one.
and ramen, probably.
I am so excited for this. I saw a preview of it, and I literally have a false memory. I thought we had watched it before.
We had not.
I thought we had seen all of the cooking runs, so I'm so pumped that we get another one.
You've just seen highlights.
Let's go.
And so you thought you had seen it.
자, 뭔가 냄새가 올라오네요. 네, 정말. 무슨 냄새죠?
What's that smell? Victory.
진심입니다.
It just smelled gin.
Yeah, because he smells like victory.
It looks healthy.
네, 김치를 담을 것 같은데 맞나요?
I'm actually really curious how they make kimchi.
I'm too, because I know that you can ferment. It's a fermented
I know.
dish.
After this, Wes is going to want to make his own kimchi. He makes his own kefir.
Yeah, bet y'all didn't know I was a fermenter.
Just one thing. Just kefir.
거창에 무슨 김치가 유명한가요?
Not even sourdough, guys.
이제 김치에 굴을 넣습니다.
Oysters.
Whoa.
굴김치. 네. 경상도에는 뭐 어떻게 하나요?
저희 어머니 김치가 제일 유명한데요. 그래서 할 때 어머니 찬스 가능합니까?
Please do.
60초.
Really?
충청도에서는
Dial a friend.
김치를 김치라고
Kimchi.
부릅니다. 김치. 김치 한번 담가볼까? 김치.
김치 한번 담궈볼까 하니까 무슨 누아르 영화 같다.
경기도는 배추김치.
That's the only kimchi we're familiar with. In the West, that sounds like the one that is called kimchi here. There's only one variety of kimchi that you can usually buy at grocery stores, and it's a spicy cabbage fermented.
And that's it.
I'm curious, I've never thought about this. I assumed that the kimchi that we know as kimchi was like
No.
indicative of the
Radish
category.
kimchi.
Radish kimchi.
Gorilla
Gorilla
leaf
leaf.
kimchi.
진짜 장난 아니야. 처음 들어봤습니다. 무슨 김치가 있나요? 깨는 김치 있지. 그
아니 근데
Gorilla leaf.
김치는 뭐야? 우엉을 넣어? 김치에다가?
이걸 김치로 하는
와
거.
이거 단소 아닌가요?
That's cool.
Musical kimchi.
하도록 하겠습니다.
아 제발.
Who do you want as your partner?
Shuga.
Jin.
그냥.
Because they know how to cook.
다 같이 오빠 다 같이 하자. 왜? 나
RM, we're going for a different type of victory. We're gonna poison the other teams. If you can't show up to the grading, you just get an automatic dub.
야 없어. 다 같이 해야 돼. 하나 해야 돼. 자, 공개해주세요. 하나,
Just
둘.
don't poison yourself.
밴디 김치, 우엉 김치.
Oh, they're getting assigned which ones they have to make?
안녕하세요 삼김.
Oh.
Oh, well. Oh, they got Jin and RM on the same
Did you
team.
see Jim's face?
김치 나
Jim's face was so funny.
전라도와 경상도가 만나면
Okay, J-Hope and
I
Jungkook.
feel like that's a good team.
김치 혼자 담그게 생겼네요.
국물 맡고 있고요. 저희는 팀이다.
And RM's stoked because he's like, he's going to do all the work.
And Jim's not stoked because he's like, I'm gonna do all the work. And he's got V on his team, which means I'm gonna do all the work plus extra work. Because Arm's gonna do stuff like trying to be helpful, and V's gonna do stuff because he wants
Whatever
to.
he wants to do.
Yeah.
V's going to be like, ooh, let's add a little bit of this. It'll taste really good.
And he's not gonna communicate, and Jim's gonna be like, why does this taste sour? And V's gonna be like, I thought it would be good with lemon juice.
잘 보관을 했다가 김치 요리를 막 하는
김치볶음밥 기가 막히게 하거든요.
요리는 또 우리 진영이 또 앞서하지 않습니까?
제가 초등학교 때 5년 동안 김치를 담근 전적이 있습니다.
우엉 김치는 진짜. 그러니까 저는 진짜 처음 들어봐요.
우리는 뭐
I've never heard of it
숙취
either.
시킨 거 열심히 하면 돼.
김치 간단합니다. 배추 일단 소금물에 절입니다. 하루를 기다려야 되기 때문에 저희는 퇴근을 합니다.
A whole day.
내일 뵙도록 하죠.
도와주실
They already salted him?
전문가 선생님을 한번
That's cool.
That was nice.
I love when they have experts.
저는 한식 조리사 자격증을 가지고 있고 오늘 월드스타
Ooh,
여러분
wedding food.
A cooking license?
뭘 해야 되나요, 저희가?
레시피를 드리는데
I'm curious how that translates because like bureaucratic processes don't always go one for one. I'm curious if like license means you are allowed to do that because that's what a license means here.
Yeah.
It's like you're permitted to actually do this, or if it means like, oh, I've got a special certification, like I'm an expert. I've been recognized as an expert. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so like here in a lot of medical fields, you have to get a degree, then pass a test in order to actually
Get your license.
into the field and become like,
And
or like your legal license. Like if you want to be a lawyer, you have to get a license in order to be a lawyer. To be in the U.S., to be a cook, you don't need a license.
yeah, you just
need to make sure you're up to the city health code standards.
I believe like we have a word chef and we have a word cook, and there's actually no distinguishing. There's not a distinguishing like barrier between the two, except one's more prestigious than the other, but you don't get
Based on,
certification.
there's no
It's just
license
like seniority,
to my
right?
knowledge.
You need a license to sell food commercially.
Yeah.
알겠습니다. 달려라 방탄 한번 해볼까요? 달려라 방탄! 자, 김치 만들어 봅시다. Let's go!
You have to pass like a health code test.
Hey, this is V, and you're watching Disney Channel.
자, 갑시다.
일단 무 담당 한 명 있어야 되고요.
I don't like radish.
Maybe we would like it fermented
I
though.
might.
3cm 길이로
I'd try it.
Parsley, baby.
요 정도?
We're gonna grow some parsley.
이게 20cm.
Hydroponically.
3cm라니까 20cm면
3 centimeters, guys. 3 centimeters.
요즘 비닐장갑 길게 나오나 봐.
Dang.
대박이다.
I hate that. My hands never fit in
I
gloves.
think they accidentally ordered the veterinarian rubber gloves to check if cows are pregnant.
물을 끓일까?
I was up to his elbow.
수육은 금방인데 이건 시간이 오래.
물을 올려가 수육부터.
그러니까 내가 볼 때는 물을 올려.
Boiled pork. It doesn't sound good.
형이 3년을 더 살았어.
I don't like boiled meat in general usually.
야 우리 엄마 또 롤리롤리 고래네 노래가. 엄마. 엄마 방송 촬영 중이에요. 깻잎 김치 만들어야 돼요.
Aww.
깻잎이 다 절여져 있거든요. 깻잎이 절여져 있다고? 맞는데. 여보세요? 예, 깻잎 절이는 거 맞잖아요.
그래 하면은 지저분하게 쫙 이렇게 한번 버려보세요. 힘껏 쫙 해봐봐 한 번에 그렇게 예
한 번에
Wow.
That's weird to see. I don't know why.
예쁘게.
His mom's just gonna give instructions the whole time.
All the ingredients look so nice.
They look fresh.
이렇게.
Is that
And
cayenne right there? Do
colorful.
you think that's
Oh,
It
cayenne?
looks like it.
야, 지금 넣으면 돼요?
Or chili flakes.
나의 어머니.
추가요. 요리 좀 괜찮아요? 그렇죠? 형은 요리를 좀 해. 농담 아니라 진짜.
엄마니 너 요리 좀 하나 막 김태형이.
막 이렇게 해야지 칼을. 그러니까 그러면 잘 자르지.
He's just gonna, you know, give advice.
Backseat cooking.
무 깎는 게 일이야. 이게 제일 힘든 거 같은데.
야, 무는 크기라도 하지. 야, 우엉은 왜 이렇게 작아가지고 야.
자 됐어. 이제 깍둑 썰면
Burdock.
돼.
Never
야,
heard
하프로
of
한번
it.
썰어줘.
너무
Burdock
정성이
root, but I've never
들어가서
seen
오늘
it.
김치가 굉장히
열심히 하겠습니다.
오케이 어머니 알겠습니다.
그리고
You think his mom is helping?
아 반대로 했어야 됐어.
I feel like
Someone's
his
like, call
mom
my
should have been
mom.
talking with Shuga.
I know.
Now it's almost like when they did the what was it called?
Game
Avatar
of
cooking.
telephone?
Yeah, Avatar cooking, because now it's gonna
Literally
be like.
gonna be game of telephone. He's
Yeah.
on the telephone.
Oh.
태호 너 뭐하냐? 너 새우젓 다져.
형 노래도
The Avatar cooking, I guess, too.
뭐 추천곡 있어요? 다 돌려줄게.
추천곡?
세이미.
그 손을 내밀어줘 save me save me I need your love forever.
B's here for the music. Musical serenading.
그래,
Dancing too.
그래 손은 베인데.
나 약간 숙련자의 손길이 됐어. 다 넣을까요?
오늘 보니까 김장이 정성이 많이 들어가가지고 다 넣어야 될 것 같은데요.
김장은
She's so sweet.
정성입니다. 김장은 정성.
She kind of feels like home economics teacher, just walking around helping, right?
She does.
아는 거 아니에요? 강탄? 채가 썰려요?
형 20세기 21세기.
Maybe I'm just hungry, but everything looks really good.
They have to shred it? Whoa. We only use that for cheese.
신세계. 야, 이걸 이렇게 밀면은
아니 시대가
I've grated cauliflower.
You have?
Yeah, I grated cauliflower
Did it
before.
turn out well?
No, it turned out awfully, but I think that was a meat
몰랐어요?
problem.
어쩐다.
I feel like that type of grater would be way better. We have the rectangular one.
Yeah.
우와.
Oh, Jim.
형, 내 세상에 제일 기쁜
Jim
친구는
is
뭐예요?
puns.
어떻게 알아?
대추?
또 데코는 또 제가 하겠습니다, 형님.
그래 데코 너가 해주고 그 그릇 좀 많이 좀 찾아줘.
형 또 빈 그릇 하면 또 이런 걸 좀.
It'd be way better if they had to pick their own
그릇
ingredients.
달라고.
또빈
That
그릇
does look
하면 이런
really
걸로
cool.
해야지.
RM keeps giving B side quests, hoping to keep him away from the actual ingredients.
V loves plating.
That is right, he does.
형한테 아무 소리도 안
He
해.
likes the artistic part.
할 줄 아는 거는 데코밖에 없는 것 같습니다.
There you go. See, decoration.
김치 이행시 해주세요.
Could be a woodworking video as well.
Poor V.
형은
치사하다.
아 어떻게 이런 단어밖에 없냐 치는.
당근으로 해주세요. 당.
There's just not enough room at the table, honestly.
근성 있는 남자.
아.
이게 이제 한대.
야 두께는 우리 깍두기 먹는 거
They're
있잖아.
like
생각하면서
focused, dialed in.
짜증나서.
Get down. That's what I think they're ringers. I think that
I-
J-Hope and Jungkook might win it, even though they don't have either of the cooking experts. They're my pick to
They're
win the whole
both kind of
thing.
perfectionists, and when they're not distracted, they're very like.
Yeah, very good at things in
넓으면
general.
상관없거든요.
Well, J-Hope's a
하트를
perfectionist.
하던
Jungkook's just good at
BTS를
everything.
좀 만들어봤습니다.
야,
When he's
좋아, 이거
focused,
BS
not
아니야?
distracted.
And when J-Hope's focused, he's
Whoa.
really
What
good.
is
이쁘다, 이쁘다.
that?
하나는 진, 하나는
Do you see
비,
that?
하나는 레몬.
근데 약간 힘든
Parsley, right? Is it
Oh, the
parsley?
white thing.
자, 이거 특별한 깍두기입니다, 여러분. 여러분 나중에 이거
아.
먹어보시면 당첨되는 거예요. 나 누구랑 말하니? 아,
Nobody's listening.
나 누구랑 말하니?
Oh, we're talking to us.
깍두기예요.
Thank you,
이게 안
J-Hope.
자르고 그냥 이렇게만 하면
야, 그럼 안 돼, 안 돼, 안 돼, 안 돼, 안 돼, 안 돼.
Oh, you see they kind of twist it off?
그냥 써지니까.
Why are these two teams working together, basically?
야, 이거 깍두기가 너무
I don't know.
밥 먹을 때너
Because
이런
they're
깍두기
crowded, they have no space. Look at that.
야 비누 아니냐 그 정도면? 야 이거 와.
It looks like a bouillon cube.
It does.
와,
What's
우리
the tub
엄마는
under
이런 거
that?
어떻게
What's in
쓸까요?
that?
어깨 진짜 아픈데.
Really?
Whole new appreciation for Mama Jimin.
나왔습니다.
나 이만큼 깎았다.
누가 필요하면 그거 써.
Maybe I was wrong. Maybe J-Hope's not
No,
focused.
Arms got
네,
confused.
옆자리.
This looks so good for you, doesn't it?
형 이제 쏠 거였어 형님.
자, 세 번째 깍두기 나왔습니다.
Oh.
나 이만큼.
이제 제대로 할게, 제대로
He's
할게.
just swinging that knife around. Did you see him just swing it by near his face?
이거 나한테 넘긴다.
야, 채 써는 칼이 있잖아.
Maybe the middle team swingers. They're the ones actually like
아, 이렇게
focused.
하면 되는 거예요?
Except
네.
for Jimin.
아까 진영이랑
Suga's focused.
똑같이 그러냐.
The biggest team, seriously, has the least amount of room to
세상
work.
발달했습니다,
Yeah, it's
여러분.
why do they have so much space? I kind of feel like Suga and Jimin have just been steadily moving to
Moving
their
over.
left.
I know.
Like I don't even think it's JK.
손 다치지 않게 여러분 이런 거 사용하세요.
야, 남자가 가위 내 쪽으로 하지 마라.
남자 무서워. 저도 제가 무서워요.
아, 쪽파, 쪽파.
네, 쪽팔.
God of destruction
I
with
like
scissors.
scallions.
Oh yes, my favorite.
아, 오늘 파이팅 너무 넘치는데.
Full of beans.
좋아하는 캐릭터는?
Stephanie doesn't
We
get the
have not-
reference.
I
She's
haven't
never watched
seen
One
it.
Piece, even though we have a whole ass anime reaction channel.
좋았어, 기분이 좋아. 도움이 되고 있어.
마.
Oh, those look so
They're
good.
enormous.
그만.
저 시작한 지 몇 분 정도
They
됐습니까?
got their kitchen
30분이요?
scissors out again.
야, 30분 동안 난 진짜
Still
장난밖에
haven't
안 한
used
거야.
them. Smart though.
Our scissors are too
예쁘다.
dull. Like that's what I realized. I watched them cut with their scissors, and they have impeccably sharp scissors.
We have one
Ours
pair of
are-
good scissors.
They're not good.
Yeah, they are.
No, they're awful. They can barely cut
We
paper.
should just get more scissors.
Better scissors. We need to order scissors from South Korea.
Probably way better.
그러니까 살짝.
Ooh,
Whoa.
that looks fun.
살짝 데친다의
That-
기준이 뭐지?
Dude, he's brave with his sleeves all down like that.
담갔다 뺀다. 데친다는 안 돼. 살짝 데친다가 얘기하잖아.
살짝
초스피드로 담갔다 뺀다.
Parboil. I don't even know what that means.
와, 엄마, 어? 어디 또 뭐가 거슬려? 이거야? 와, 엄마. 어?
Oh, they're digging the eyes out like in potatoes. What the heck?
안에서부터 하나? 겉에서부터 이렇게 묻히나?
We saw this in Crash Landing on You, remember?
Yeah.
All the ladies in the village?
Soak in their kimchi.
발라주는 게 제일 좋아요. 그러면 이제 쉽거든요. 빠르고 간결하게.
This
제가
looks
이런
really
바르는 걸
fun.
많이 봤습니다.
It looks
Holy
very
crap, Jen is gonna
messy.
ruin that nice ass Puma sweater.
I know.
와, 야, 이걸
Oh,
운동에.
you see, it gets
You see Suga's
splashed.
face?
Oh.
Same, brother. It always happens to me.
Do you see
I've got-
Suga?
진짜 얘 김치 담그는 것도 일이다.
야 이건
It
그나마
kind of looked like he
소를
was hitting an August D, like
I know he's.
a little bit. Like,
만들 생각 그렇지 사실 소부터 다 만들어야 되잖아.
와, 진짜.
So they already made the kimchi paste for them? Oh, that's really funny. Suga had zero reaction.
Suga and Jimin are in diametrically opposite moods
Look at
right now.
Jungkook. Nothing.
보여주신대.
오.
But today he's Jungkook with a C.
Look at this.
Jungkook.
How do they make so much sauce? Why do they need so much sauce for this kimchi? I understand. You're hilarious. Why do they need so much sauce for this kimchi?
It
Whoa.
looks so cool.
그래, 야, 다 빼자.
원래 그리고 이렇게
So they're
해가지고
skipping steps. Like you had to salt the cabbage. I
이렇게
guess they already
이렇게
made this
말아서
giant
먹는 거예요,
bowl.
원래.
So they're kind of
You're
like
just
doing.
eating it raw?
So everybody's making their own mix-ins. It seems like, right?
Yeah, like veggies.
어떻게 맛이 있어요?
But you don't cook kimchi, right? You just let it sit,
네.
don't you?
죄송합니다. 제가 김치 하나를
We need to try this.
형님
That looks so fun.
It looks interesting.
Rosie would love it.
She does anything or she
아니
get
여기다가
messy.
이제 깻잎을 묻혀야지.
이쁘게 됐다. 해요.
I thought he was trying to feed the
Oh,
chef.
yeah, I thought
And she kind of jerked back like, I don't want it.
샀어야죠.
Oh,
It's a little off.
여기에 뭔가 고춧가루 맛.
It's a little off.
she said it so sweetly
I
too.
know.
Like she wanted to let him down nicely.
Not right.
안 나죠?
아니 젓갈 맛이 안 나요.
Fish sauce.
야,
I feel like Jimin was a teacher's pet in school.
Yeah.
나도 한 입만 형.
또 우리
Like the
감독님
non-obnoxious one, because you know, like there's obnoxious teacher's pet everybody hates,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
there's like funny teacher's pet everybody likes. I
Jimin's
feel like
like-
Jimin was like the favorite that everybody liked.
Just like you.
No, I was annoying.
You're not gonna have any food left.
야 수육이랑 먹으면 기가 막히겠다.
좀 짜죠.
밥이랑 먹어야 돼, 짠 거야.
원래 경상도가 약간 짜게 먹어요.
여기는 경기도야.
It looks so
네가
crazy.
경상도 하니까 뒤에서 선생님이 거기 경기도식인데.
정확하게 뭐가 떨어졌는데 어떤
Oh.
거를 엎으셨는지.
Sticky rice porridge.
Oh.
떨어졌네요. 물 좀 주세요.
내 거 다 뚫렸다.
Who's
고무장 하나
got a
더 없나요?
hole?
어떻게 하면 고무장갑이 뚫리니?
제 칼로 제 손가락을 썰었네요. 죄송합니다. 손가락
Oh,
안으로
no.
좀 많이 들어왔어요. 자, 우리 여러분
Oh.
분장하시면서 자, 그간
I'm glad
분들의
he's just
노고를
not bleeding.
생각하면서
Into the
저희 어머니도
food.
그렇고 할머니도 그렇고 할아버지도 그렇고
네 됐다 이거 진짜.
Crazy
That used to be a
people.
meme. This is a great ass episode.
It is.
그렇고 할머니도 그렇고 할아버지도 그렇고
네 됐다 이거 진짜 된 것 같아요.
두세 개씩
He
해가지고.
deserved his Noise King award. Every
He
time,
did.
now that he got it, every time I'm like, holy crap.
위에 바르고 또
Sound effect king.
응, 그렇지. 같이 겹쳐가 계속 얹어주는 거.
It's me.
형 근데 매력적이게 찍혔어요.
They're actually running out of that paste.
매력점?
네,
I thought they had so much.
와
You
대박.
see, he gave him a Marilyn Monroe.
원래 여기가 젓가락 한번 찍어보지 않나요?
찔러봐야 돼.
찔러봐요.
찔러보면 어떻게 돼요? 막 걔가 막 팔딱거리나요?
너의 맘을 찔러. 야, 저 호비 진짜 프로 방송이다. 장난 안다.
형 진짜 홈쇼핑
J-Hope
진짜 잘할
is
것 같아.
A great
melting.
home shopping host. He would.
He would, honestly.
He
In
would.
another life, he runs a amazingly successful shopping
I mean,
channel.
he did that toy advertisement in
He
the
did
other
so
video,
well.
and we said the same
He did
thing.
it so well. Like J-Hope would slot in really well into just like really random entertainment industry spots, right?
He would.
I think he'd actually be a really good correspondent for the news. Who like you cut to him and he gives you a happy story. It's like here's all these murders. All right, we're gonna cut to our correspondent J-Hope.
And today, this lady saved the ducks.
Yeah, I think he'd be great.
내 마음을 담은
There we go. If you want to buy this radish.
이게 설탕인가? 제가
You better really hope that sugar, not salt.
That's cannibalism. Because sugar ate the sugar.
너무 예쁘게 잘하시.
Do you remember when we had such a hard time when we first started
이거
watching
진짜
BTS and we'd be like, "Oh, there you go, sugar," and we sounded like a couple of Southern ladies and we'd react and be like, "Wow, I like how you're going, sugar."
We never did that.
Yeah, we did. We had such a hard
어떻게
time.
하시는 거지?
다 같이 마마를 들으면서
진짜 머리, 어깨, 무릎, 발, 막 허리 제 이번 척추 다 아파요. 다.
와, 잘했다.
Whoa!
Wow.
봐봐요.
I wish we could see
이거를
what
한
some more of the
통을 다
ingredients were.
했으면
That looked like
이거를
sesame
양념을
seeds,
안
right?
한 채로
Yeah.
덮어주래요.
비영이 가르치고 있어?
자 따라해봐요.
Follow me.
제가 따라해봐요.
언제까지 할 거야? 가능한을.
다 된 거는 이렇게 표시를
What's
해줘야
sugar doing
된다고요.
there?
That looks so
Wow.
cool.
너네?
아 진짜 힘들었어.
What?
작품 같지 않냐? 야, 태영아, 작품명 지어봐.
Wild chamomile?
오.
That is romantic.
아 진짜 대박이야. 너 뭐 됐냐?
맛있어요. 먹어볼래요? 태영아, 내가 만든 깻잎 한번 먹어봐.
아니 싫어요.
맛있다고 나 방금 먹었어.
싫어.
all they did that whole time was chop up their vegetable thing. That's all they did.
And I thought they had chopped like 3, and they brought that giant ass container over. It looked like they were working in the brig, didn't it?
나한 입만 줘봐.
아 진짜 어제 친구가 만들었는데 그런 식으로 반응하냐.
야 진짜 얘네는 뭐 창업하는 것 같아.
장사하자. 딴돈 2,000원. 아 이거 사람 많이 오셨네 얘. 아이고.
청양김치 이런 거 해가지고.
아 슈가 넣어야 되는데?
슈가. 야 슈가 들어가.
슈가 투입.
자 한번 잘라 보겠습니다.
Anything's got with sugar, right?
오 이제 저를 찍어 주시러 오신 거예요? 감동입니다. 이게 생각보다 맛있어요. 감독님 한번 드셔보실래요? 야 진짜 맛있는데 아 되게 못 믿으시네.
야야야야 3초.
3-second rule. I mean, I would too.
이거 우리 먹어야 되는데.
For how much radishes are in kids' books, I really thought that they'd be in my life a lot more.
Not in the US.
They're
though,
really
huh?
not around at all. It's just that we English books, I think. A lot.
Just cute radish. I'm glad they have a 3-second
세계로
rule.
뻗어나간 방탄소년단 다르구만.
어
In
정국이
Korea as well.
Those are big cuts.
Whoa.
Those are big cuts.
You threw the stems in there?
Whoa, those are big
I always cut
cuts.
off that very end
Little
part.
bit.
먹어봤는데 야야
3 centimeters, Wesley.
등 좀 보이지 말라고.
야 맛있겠다.
방송을 사려넘게 한 사람이.
김치 이렇게 먹어야 맛있지. 아
They're eating all the good parts.
계신데?
왜? 짜요?
딱 드시고.
내가 보기에 좀 짜 이거. 이건 빠르지 않겠니?
Who is it? Oh, B doesn't like spice.
펴야 돼. 이렇게 올리면 안 돼요. 이러니까 내가 지금 그렇게 안 하는
The
거예요.
perla leaf seems really hard.
Yeah, that one seems by far the most
아
difficult.
빡센 하루였어.
It'd be depressing to put in that much work and have so much less than everybody else,
I
wouldn't it?
know.
빡센 하루였어 이러고 있지.
How long do you think you've been going?
We gave her a big piece.
She's gonna be so full after this.
마 살아 있네.
So what are they doing? They have made radishes. What else are they doing?
밥에 한번 싸서 이렇게 돌 말아가지고 입에 딱 넣으면
Why do they have like half a
뭔가
container?
헹궈지는 기분 아니에요? 아 좋은데? 야 보람.
So they're soaking it.
아. 근데 이거 어떻게 떼는 거야? 뭐냐 이거? 안 떼줘요. 왜 이게 막혀 있어요?
왜 장갑을 막아놓은 거예요?
They glued the gloves?
This thing, right?
기계 공장 기계.
Yes, kinda.
Double gloves.
선생님.
They look like they're getting rid of a body, the way that their gloves were set up there,
A
didn't
little
they?
bit, yeah.
야내 속도 막힌다 인마. 나 혼자 하고 있잖아. 왜 나한테 이렇게
You just know that if they help too much, Jim would also complain.
I know. Either
He's
way,
like, why
you're
are you
not
doing
winning.
so much? You don't know how to cook.
한번 헹궈 합시다.
다음 거?
I'm just confused what they're doing.
정국이 밟았죠? 선생님 전 밟았죠?
Is kimchi just anything fermented? Don't do that.
야 가자 태영아.
어떻게 하면 돼요?
헤어졌는데 눈물이 막 나는 거야. 근데 내 슬퍼서 눈물이 나는 게 아니라 이
그렇지.
김치가 매워서 눈물이 난다.
그렇지.
원, 투, 쓰리, 큐.
아들.
What? That was weird, wasn't it?
맛있어요.
우리 작은
My
아.
little son. They're acting out a skip for us. Aww.
왜 아들 왜 코를 먹니?
Which one's the wife?
There's no wife.
Just grandpa.
Oh, B!
Look at that in your eyes.
Method acting time.
야 잘하네.
RM didn't even get any lines.
I know.
죽었습니다. 숨이 죽었습니다 이거.
죽어서 확실해? 들어봐.
술안 쉬어요?
What's dead?
술안 쉬어?
죽었습니다. 심장이 멈췄어.
아직 안 들어갔는데.
아 그래?
얇은
Oh, the heart?
하긴 한데.
그게 딱딱한 상태로 너 그 하면 좀 맛없더라고.
정국아 좀 더 해야겠네.
I'm confused what they're soaking it in. Water, vinegar.
Maybe it's brine.
자식들이 김치랑 그거 있고 우리는 엄마 아빠.
Yeah, what? They're done, so they'll just watch it in half. What is it called? Yeah. Harassing them.
I take it back. Perla Leaf looks like the best one now.
Because they finished
Yeah,
early.
they're done. It's
They
not
made
that
half
bad.
a container.
아 정말?
그럼 이거 어떡해? 눌러요 그러면.
They made so much it won't even fit.
아 형.
원래 이렇게 하는 거야.
너무 잘했어가지고 제가 막 소리를 지른 거 아니에요?
너무 잘하고 있어 소리 지르는데.
종아 한번 빼자. 자.
자 슈가 더.
카메라 등지지 말고.
아니야 45도 있다고.
형이 전국이 팔뚝 정면을 가리잖아 형님.
그래 야 정국이 팔뚝이 여기서 제일 중요해.
These hubs are very important.
야, 뭐가 중요하니 내가.
이걸 뿌릴 때는 자 손에 이렇게 뿌리는 거야.
I just love when editor gets a hard on.
They're just adding more sesame seeds.
I love sesame seeds.
실제로 잡으면 어떡하니 그거를.
I never noticed the difference, if I'm honest.
야.
저쪽은 언제까지 만드는 거야 겉절이를? 겉절이가 제일 오래 걸린 것 같은데?
Decorate. Oh, they haven't even made their pork belly
Oh yeah, they haven't even done the whole
or their
dishes.
rice.
다 쌓는다.
This is a long process.
알겠냐?
예?
다 니 때문이야.
He said it was gonna take all day.
Yeah.
형 벤접시도 있어요.
I hope your kimchi's worth it. They're not even gonna be hungry. They've eaten so much.
가만히 있어 가만히 있어. 물 빼잖아.
This is hard work.
Yeah.
It's like industrial grade.
이거 동네 사람들 불러서
His
잘
plate.
지내봅시다.
That's how tall my plate is every time I go through a potluck
It
line.
is. Marcel, come back and look at my food.
나 누가 했어?
야 섞어.
Ooh.
Oh. Poor Jungkook is getting an arm workout.
이 정도면 기인이지.
이상하네.
He's got the method
이거
down.
안 다치는 게 아니라 네가 못 닿는 거야. 때리지 마.
I hate
네,
pent
형,
up
형
words
할게,
on. They never just stick.
형
Just
할게.
stick. It's not that hard. There you got it.
수육 좀 썰어요. 수육 맛있게 좀 썰어주세요. 야 수육.
Okay.
So it's done. Nice.
그
Boiled
맛좋게
meat,
좀 약간
I think, is so
도톰하게 잘라줘.
gross.
Maybe
왜
it
고기
doesn't
뭐하냐?
matter because usually I don't like it because it's pretty bland. But
Yeah.
maybe when you put it into something as flavorful as kimchi, it evens out, and it kind of makes sense. Like it would be easy to cook boiled meat if kimchi's this much work, you know?
Yeah.
야 이거는 다
Turmeric?
잘라놓고 왜 안 하냐?
Turmeric's in so much stuff.
It is.
키로수대로 한 거예요 키로수대로. 그냥 하세요. 에 우리도 다 했습니다.
여기는 왜 공기가 있어요?
Jackstones. Oh, it's like
잠깐만요.
Jacks. We call them
Jacks.
아 여기
jacks.
깻잎 팀이 자꾸 증거 인멸 시도하려 하네. 나 진짜. 박지민이 갑자기 나한테 오더니
They just didn't finish.
이거 진짜 이거 어떻게 하지? 이러네.
Jimin!
양념장이 어디 갔지?
Jimin, why
처음
didn't
보는데
you?
양념장을
They just didn't
전 멤버들한테
finish.
이렇게 위생적이지 못한 거 전 인정 못합니다. 그러니까 인정받으면
Where she doesn't think it's good.
이쪽으로
Teacher.
와주세요.
Please.
맛있을 거야.
정성은 무시를 할 수가 없습니다. 음식은 정성입니다.
Sometimes you need to work smarter, not harder. Oh, she says it's good? Maybe she's saying it's good because she doesn't want to have to try it again.
아, 청소 열심히 하겠습니다. 맛있어요.
Oh yeah.
예. 나 레시피들을
I
1kg.
wonder how forgiving kimchi is. You know how there's some dishes it's like if you
Yeah.
screw them up even a little bit,
It
it's
tastes
just
way off.
yeah unedible essentially. But
Yeah.
there's other dishes where it's like oh you made a little mistake and it's still really yummy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like kimchi might be forgiving because it's kind of funky and spicy.
Yeah, I feel like stuff with spice is very forgiving.
같은 경우를 놔둬야 되는데.
그 양념
How long does it just ferments that
이거
quickly?
맛있지 않을까요?
이거면 맛있을 것 같아.
야 하트 야 하트 껍질 나온다.
I can't believe it fermented so fast.
That's crazy to me. I thought it would take like at least a week.
Yeah, or something, right?
야 색깔 나왔어 이거 나온 거야.
Wow, they really did. I was not thinking the color was gonna stick to that, if I'm honest.
It looks really cool.
김치 냉장고에서 익혀야 되는 거 아닙니까 저런 거는?
They have a special kimchi fridge. Wow. That does not look good. But the other
The
part,
kimchi looks
the
great,
kimchi
yeah.
looks great.
We also don't eat pork, so we're probably not gonna appreciate it.
That's very true. I'm proud
That
of
one
them.
looks the best to me.
You just like sesame seeds.
I do.
Look how much there is. There's so much
And
food.
the Perilla leaf one is just like it's just like a sandwich bag.
I know. Who's gonna eat this? Who's gonna eat all that kimchi?
피물이 담긴 음식들입니다.
I hope there's no blood in there.
김치
With RM cutting himself?
He didn't cut himself. He cut the glove.
이 김치를 한 번도 이제 사서 드신 적이 없대요 아직.
Really?
저는 많이 사서 가야겠구나.
저도 어릴 때 한 5년
That's
정도
a
같이
brag.
어머니랑 김장을 했는데
Flex.
그때 느끼던 거랑은 좀 다른 것 같아. 그때는
야 깍두기 진짜 대박이다.
전국에 잘 버무렸어.
The only kimchi in the US I feel like is store bought.
일주일만 기다려봐요.
아니 겉절이
야,
그렇고
겉절이 진짜 맛있다.
수육도 그렇고 이거 장난 아닙니다.
잠시만요 여러분. 자
Maybe we should grow cabbage.
이거를 한 팀이 만들었고요.
네.
이거를
We
한
don't
팀이
eat
만들었고요.
cabbage ever.
여기 수육도 만들었죠.
요거를 한 팀 만들었습니다.
They work just as hard.
It's called small batch kimchi. It's really niche and awesome.
아니에요.
You just upcharge it.
Jen just went.
어쨌든 만들었으니까
네.
제일 맛있게 만든 팀을 우리가 또 알고 가면 좋겠다.
They're also different.
선생님께서
What if she just likes one more than
저희들의
another?
과정을 다 지켜보셨습니다.
이거 다 드시면
She's certified.
Isn't that salty?
자 저희
I'm sure she can
떨어졌습니다.
put her own taste aside, and she's certified. So she
Licensed.
can license, so she can tell you this is my favorite, but this one is objectively the best execution.
네, 어쨌거나 수육도 저희가 만들었습니다. 겉절이부터 시작입니다. 겉절 맛있어.
괜찮은 느낌이신가 봐요.
I cannot read her at all.
하트 없나? 하트 깍두기 없나?
She's very calming presence.
She did not react well.
She's kind of laughing though.
여러분 깍두기는 익어야 됩니다. 근데
깍두기 익어야 돼요.
우엉김치를 처음 만들어 보고 처음 먹어봤는데
Really?
저 맛이 맞는 건지 아까
맛있어요.
깨맛? 자 이제 깻잎김치 갑니다. 깻잎김치.
아 캐님 누가 만든 거야 진짜.
잘 만들었어요.
Ooh.
이게
Her reaction to the last one seemed the best.
Yeah, but
자 그러면 선생님이 뽑은 베스트 김치는
There's also recency and primary bias.
굉장히 잘.
말솜씨도 역시 최고급이십니다.
정성이 너무너무 들어가지고 어느 것을 1등으로 해야 될지
You guys
잘
tried
모르겠고.
hard.
그렇지만
Yeah, but pick the one
정성이
that's the
제일
best.
많이 들어간 것은
oh, I didn't think that was gonna be it from her reaction.
She picked the one they worked the hardest on.
No,
she didn't say she picked the one that tasted the best.
I don't believe that. I
That's
think
what she said.
Oh, really?
Yes, she chose it based on effort, Wesley. That doesn't feel fair.
무슨 뜻이야? 번역해 주세요 누가.
김치 국물을 찍은 물을 먹는
See?
자 다들 이제 입을 크게 벌리지 마십시오.
감사합니다. 감사합니다.
She chose it based on effort.
Hey, she's certified. She knows what she's talking about. She's licensed.
Well, the rest of the boys were like, well, which one are we gonna eat? Not the radish one.
이게 수육이 진짜 잘 삶아졌더라고.
I can only imagine the cabbage one. 'Cause that's the only one I've ever
I
had.
know. I feel like I like kimchi mixed in with other food.
Yeah,
Like
me
with
too.
rice and meat and just like mixed together. I don't think I'd eat it plain.
맛이야 진짜.
Even the radish one?
나중에 뭐 국밥집회 하나 한번 하죠. 깍두기에 딱. 안 돼요. 국밥집회 안 돼요.
우리가
안 돼요.
Beef bone
우리
soup.
보고 돼지 잡아오러 갈 수 있어.
깍두기는 못 먹어서 아쉽네요.
Oh.
해외에서 이걸
Because it really
사오고
truly
계신
does need it
여러분들은
for
정말
men.
김치가 이렇게 손이 많이 가는 음식이었어.
That's exactly
They're
what I'm
talking
thinking.
right to us.
대표 음식답습니다.
그렇죠.
이 사람도 좀 숙성이 돼야 철이 들고.
So do other Asian
멋있어지지.
cultures not have
김치
kimchi
역시
as
그런 거
much?
아니겠습니까?
네.
성장을 통해서.
I've only ever heard of it in relation to South Korea, but that means nothing. 'Cause,
Yeah, I
like,
don't know.
I'm
Is
very
it
ignorant.
is
But
it big in I don't know.
like I've never heard it mentioned in
Japan,
anime.
yeah.
Which I mean, like that's not to say that it's not in Japan, but I'm just saying like I've never heard of
it
it.
must
You
be
know?
very specific to Korea.
맛보시길 바라겠습니다.
여러분 달려라 방탄은 계속됩니다. 안녕.
Bye.
달려라
Well, I think it's also North Korea,
이걸로 요리해야
according
되는데요.
to
Oh yeah, according to Crash Landing on You,
which
right?
we're watching on Patreon. Hey.
야,
It's a cool kitchen.
왔던데 아니에요?
맞습니다.
So is this after it's fermented?
기가 막힌 태영의 그 정원 속의 다람쥐. 데코레이션이 있었던 바로 그 장소입니다.
전국에 이거밖에 생각 안 나. 이거 뒤집어.
There still isn't the squirrel. We need to find the squirrel.
Still are not watching the scroll video.
저희가 온 이유는 뭐죠? 이 김치와 함께.
오늘 달려방탄의 주제는 지난번에 직접 담근 김치를 이용한 음식 만들기입니다.
Oh.
I wonder how
How long
far.
has it been?
Yeah, how long has it been fermenting?
How long can you let it ferment without it getting like bad?
They're making 2 dishes each with the kimchi that they made.
추가 지미는 뽑기를.
Man, I didn't realize kimchi was such a cash-haul category.
과연 운명은
Did you?
No, I thought there was just cabbage kimchi.
그래 형 반대로 된 거야. 지미가 깍두기 가고 싶다 했는데 깍두기 됐네요.
Nice.
right.
I would want to use someone else's kimchi.
Well, unless you know that yours sucks.
Everyone else sad.
김치 잡채요?
돈가스 김치 나베.
돈가스
Ooh, hot pot.
김치나베요?
진짜 맛있겠다.
살다 그런 음식 처음 봐. 아니야, 맛 있어요.
있어요.
They've never even heard of a dish and they have to make it. Oof.
깍두기 팀은
Because if you've never even heard of it, you have no idea what it's supposed to be.
You have no idea what the taste is supposed to look like, how it's supposed to look like.
No, that's
and that's
hard.
how, I mean, that's mostly what you get your cues from when you're cooking, right?
I feel like when I cook, I am always like, oh, I had this at a restaurant or at someone's house. I want to recreate that.
And at least you're like, okay, at least I have a vision for what I'm trying to approximate rather than just shooting randomly like a monkey throwing
Yeah.
a dart, you know?
I've never, I mean, if it's like a pie and it's a variation of a pie, okay, that's one thing. But if it's like, I don't know, like if somebody told me go make
Radish kimchi fried rice.
I
Well,
feel
I
like-
guess we kind of know what that would look
But
like.
I would know what it looks like. But I don't know what it's supposed to taste like.
아, 나 이거 생각하고 있었는데 나 이것 때문에 여기 온 거예요.
깍두기 돼지찌개.
깍두기 돼지찌개.
이건 처음 들어보는데?
Kimchi stew sounds
많이
good.
알고 갑니다.
김치 맛을 한 번씩 보면서
네.
이제 맛의 평가를 일단 요리 들어가기.
자, 한 번씩 먹어보죠.
아직 안 익긴 했는데 제가 먹어.
What if one of them tastes really bad?
The radish one looks really good.
큰건 아직 안 익었답니다. 어떠세요? 아직 익으려면 좀 남았어요.
아 근데
Really?
밥도둑.
야, 만족하다, 야. 우엉김치 좀 익었다.
우엉김치가 맛있어. 제가 먹어봤는데.
Burdak
깍두기
kimchi.
이렇게 안 익은
They're
게
not gonna have any kimchi
좋아,
left.
이거 설렁탕이랑 먹으면.
The perilla leaf one is almost gone.
방김치. 좀 익었어?
Jim is really chiding
말이
him.
없는데요?
Oh, he put a lot in his mouth too.
젓갈?
그거는 어쩌? 마늘 말고 뭐 있죠?
아, 그래?
먹어보세요.
알고 보니까 생강.
Ginger kimchi.
뭐야.
I love ginger.
아 코에 묻을 뻔했.
I thought Jim was getting more. I was like, you must have liked it, but nope.
다들 말을 읽는데 먹어요?
Jim looks pissed. Jim looks
It's
so
not
mad.
good.
I'm so bummed.
애초에 익다 말았어.
It's too fresh. It didn't ferment enough.
수가 없는 그런 단계라.
지금 먹어보니까 배추랑 양념이랑 따로 놀아요.
Man, they're just being critical.
네.
심사위원.
Well, they would know, right? Because they eat a lot of kimchi.
드리고.
여러분의 점심 식사는
진짜 맛있게 만들어보자.
저 이거 때문에 진짜 아침.
Except the
Chico was
judges.
not happy.
He's like, I'd like to apologize to myself.
식사도 달렸기 때문에
네. 네 알겠습니다.
오케이,
Oh, I look so like
내가 만든 김치 우리가 요리한다.
김치 대전.
2018년 최고의 저녁
2018. This was 5 years ago. Dude, 2018 to me,
Feels like yesterday.
my parents would say stuff like that about the 90s.
And you're like,
I'm like, oh yeah, shut up, mom. Like that was 10 years ago. That was forever. And now I'm like, 2018, 5 years ago feels like yesterday, doesn't
our
it?
daughter was not born yet. She would say, shut up, dad.
김치 저녁 스타트.
It looks pretty.
They look like,
Wow.
to me, when they're in their tracksuits like this, they look like they could be some type of South Korean team to the Winter Olympics.
A
Like
little
the
bit,
luge
yeah.
team or something like that.
세팅돼.
한번 해보죠.
이곳에 왔습니다. 여러분 정말 첫째도 안
When they have all the ingredients laid out in bowls like this and organized, it's so pretty. But do you know how many dishes that
각자의
creates?
재료들로 맛있게 요리를 한번
Why you need
해봅시다.
staff?
Think about all the dishes.
시간 있나요? 종 쳐야 되나요?
It's so pretty though.
한 시간이요.
I think they should have a punishment. The worst team's got to do the dishes.
They've done that before.
I know, it's a good one.
Scissors, scissors.
어슷 썰어 다. 양파는 깍두기 크기로 썰고.
Sideways?
어수썰기가 뭔지 모릅니다.
어슷썰기란 어슷썰기란
That's a knife.
잠깐만. 비스듬한 그 어슷.
There's not a lot of room either.
웃으면 안
You
되는
clear a
건가?
dungeon with that
야,
knife.
웃겼는데?
아,
도마를 준비해 주세요.
Cooking in other people's kitchens is so stressful.
Yeah.
You don't know where anything is.
종 쳐야 되는 거 아니에요 지금? 끝났지.
Is that pork?
It doesn't look like it.
It
It looks very
looks so
red.
red.
It's
doesn't it?
sausage. That's why.
이게 고기 양념의 기본이 있어요. 간설 파마 참깨물하고 간장 설탕 마늘.
Soy sauce.
Oh, I've done
sugar.
that. I've done that recipe.
You have?
Yeah, I did that when I made
우리 저
Japanese
튀김가루를
food.
더 넣어야 될 것 같으니까
It was actually Korean
반죽을
food.
좀 만들어 봐. 튀김 옷, 계란이랑 밀가루랑
Ooh, tempura.
할수 있을 거야.
So good.
물기를 꼭 짜라고요?
Stephanie can't eat wheat. I have never figured out how we could like
Do deep fry.
flour things yet.
버섯 썰기가 뭔데?
Nothing works as well as
이렇게 싸는
flour.
거 이렇게.
Like almond flour doesn't quite work with frying for some reason.
Cassava flour
모든
is
방법
meh.
네이버에 나와 있어. 맞아, 고기 그냥 다 썰어. 다 썰어가지고 그냥.
전부 다 넣을게요?
어차피 우리 먹을 거잖아. 다.
이 냄비 통에 비해서 너무 많으면
No.
너무 많지 않아요, 진짜?
I kind of feel like we're in the soup again a little
A little
bit.
bit, yeah. It's relaxing.
튀김 반죽을 맛있게 만드는 법. 형
They're
이게
just
뭐야?
making up their own recipes now.
이거 튀김가루 같은데?
열이 있는지 확인한다.
That's the other thing when they lay out all the ingredients like this. It's hard to tell what the stuff is,
Yes.
especially the white powders.
왜 나한테 올리고
Just don't mix up salt and sugar.
형 이게 어떤 종류의 튀김이에요?
Don't mix up.
돈가스 튀김.
And that's
Cocaine.
hard too, though, because like the salt and sugar, you didn't pour it out of the bag. How are you supposed to know without tasting it which
Yeah.
one it is,
Well,
right?
you're probably supposed to taste it, but then it's like I don't know if you want everybody dipping their finger in. it, you
Right?
know?
그냥 이 정도면 돼요?
뭐 볶음밥이 들어갈 거? 그 정도?
Like, what about the bowl of cocaine?
좀 크지 않아요?
Stop.
What if you put coke in accidentally?
밀가루, 계란, 빵가루, 밀가루,
Breadcrumbs.
계란, 빵가루.
Everyone starts pitching you business ideas after eating your kimchi. and
Whoa!
you're like,
Oh no! That was a lot. I've definitely done that.
Everybody see Jin's face? Everybody's parents looked at them like that before.
기름을 잘
Disappointed.
정말 믿으라며.
He didn't add the oil first.
망했다. 왜요? 벌써
Oh my goodness.
벌써 망하면 어떡해?
Honestly,
얼마나 넣은 거예요?
That's coming out better than I thought.
아니 뭐 육회 여행이?
Hey, you can eat beef tartare.
I like
난
it.
것만 골라서 넣고 있어요.
설탕, 참기름, 깨.
Eating raw stuff does not weird me out
형 제가
though.
묻힐 수 있을까요? 내가 묻혀도 되는 걸까 뭔가를?
다진 마늘 세팅. 마 너는 빨리 어서.
Quick, 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 quick.
하지만들 어디 있노?
파를 쓰라는데
I love that. Even though they're speaking another language, you can pick up on the tone.
Yeah.
나중에 이거 숙제에서 해 먹을래?
해주시면요.
아 형이 해줄게. 오늘 해보고 맛있으면.
계란 푸는 법을 알려드리도록 하겠습니다. yes, 이런 좋은
You do
소리가
one-handed.
나와요.
That was pretty good.
이렇게
There's some people who can do bump, bump
This
all
looks
in
so
one
cool.
hand.
I'm not one of those people.
Oh no, you get some shell in? How do you guys get shell out of an egg bowl if you accidentally get some in? Pro tip I learned, you can use the rest of the eggshell to scrape it out, and it works
That is
really
actually a
well.
cool tip.
이거 10cm 아니에요?
1cm잖아.
I go, oops, guess I'm getting more calcium.
No, eggshell is the worst
Oh,
that
yeah.
ends up in your food.
난리 났는데 이거? 난리 났는데 진짜 이거?
Really?
근데 이거?
You
Just
should
sell it?
야 우리 요리 좀 하나 할까?
형님,
How did they make such good soup so quickly?
뭐 꿈꿨어요 어제. 깍두기로 가야 될 것 같아요.
이거 양파 이거 껍데기.
That's hilarious. I dreamed about it.
There's nothing to say that like divine revelation always has to be something significant, like helping a country survive a famine.
Yeah, it
Maybe
could
it could
just
just
be-
be getting dope ass kimchi the next day.
It's amazing.
이렇게 해.
Ooh. Ooh.
만에 입히고
Breaded stuff looks so good.
It'll look even better after it's
우리가 다른
cooked.
거 아니야? 내기 전부에? 야 이거 진짜 맛있다.
They keep eating their soup? How did they even make it so quickly?
I know, it feels like they did it like that, didn't it?
얘들아 이거 먹으면 돼.
끝났어?
점심 해결됐어.
They're like, if we just keep this and don't ruin it,
갔다 우리.
we've got lunch.
저기 뭐야?
어디 뭐.
이거 소스 만들어야 돼요.
자 소스 도와.
예?
이건 이제 내가 넣기만 하면 되니까 소스 넣어.
이거 형님 그러면 이게 설탕이고요.
오케이.
이게 멸치 이거 넣은 다음에
They're
이거랑
communicating so well too.
They're a really good team.
딱 넣으면 안 되지.
이거 반씩 다 자른 거예요 제가.
그리고 이거 다시 썰어야
That's because I feel like J-Hope brings out like the best in Jimin, where Jimin's like, oh yes, I'm going to be engaging and come up with ideas.
Oh, and
en-
communicate a lot
Yeah,
too.
and communicate a lot. Versus sometimes Jimin on other teams, he's like, I'm gonna be the mischief maker.
They're very verbal communicators. Both
They
of them.
are,
Like
yeah.
they talk through what they're doing as they do it a lot, and I don't think I'm that way. You're kind of that way, and it makes it
I am.
really helpful to work with somebody who's doing that because you're always aware of what's happening.
That's
Whereas
true.
like for me, I tend to
Shuka,
just
what are you doing? Shuka,
yeah,
what are
yeah.
you doing?
Or like I want to do my own thing. You know,
Yeah.
I'm just like I'm doing it. I'm not articulating it. I'm not sharing it.
That would be hard because you're like, well, why are you chopping that?
Yeah.
We don't need that.
Or like,
Do
oh,
we?
this is sugar. Whereas like for me, I would probably just set it there and then leave it and be like, oh, she'll know. I'll assume that they know. That's a bad assumption to make. You know, it's interesting.
아, 막 살아있다 아이가.
They're having fun. How's their soup?
It looks good.
어? 야 진짜 일본 맛 나. 뭐야?
Really?
야 간장에 생강을
Hey,
That's
you
what
were
I
right.
said.
진짜 일본에서 먹는 그 일본 양념? 그 일본 맛이야.
I'm so proud right now.
You did call that.
생강 넣으니까 일본 맛이 나. 야 먹어봐. 일본 국맛.
What's wrong with Japanese soup?
No, I think they're hyped about it.
니혼
It's a taste of Japan.
일본이야. 니혼 아지.
I think that's a restaurant here. I think I've been to Taste of Japan.
시부야야 어떻게?
I feel like if I tried, like, had to do blind food tasting between Korean food and Japanese food, would I be able to tell the difference?
I think I could. That's a good YouTube video.
Japanese,
That's a good-
Chinese, and
Yeah,
Korean
I
food?
could try. I could tell Chinese. I think. Oh, but American Chinese is very different. What if
American,
it
not
was like-
American Chinese, because I feel like American versions are all basically
Well,
the
we've
same.
never had Korean food,
Yeah.
so if I didn't recognize it, I'd guess Korean. That wouldn't work because I've never had traditional Chinese or Japanese food either.
입혀가지고.
진 간장. 간장 어디 있습니까?
Like you tried 3 different
지는 일단
soups.
여기
Soup
That'd be
would be,
so
soup would be a
cool.
good one to try.
Like country battle, that would be such a fun YouTube video.
그 무슨 썰기야?
이거 남수썰기.
야! 아, 내가 이렇게 자르래 누가 다 지랬어.
Oh no.
그게 바로 누군 썰기.
아니 형.
God, if destruction
well
strikes
diced.
again.
이 나머지 빵기를.
What did he want him to do?
그거 다시 썰어.
What was wrong with dicing?
하나만 더.
Cut to the team that doesn't communicate enough.
아니야, 이게 뚜껑이 한 거야?
It's so funny because as you're doing something, it's always more annoying to work with somebody who's over communicating.
Yeah, but you
And then-
might end up with a better product.
That's the problem. Like when big problems happen, though, under communication, I think is almost always the problem.
That's not how I said to do it.
얇게 한 걸로 가자. 너 이거 좀 더 부어 먹자.
정말 제가 요리할 때마다 매번 말씀드리지만
Like, under communicating is not annoying
요리사분들께 정말 각별한 존경을
until you're in a big
식당에서
problem.
일하시는
Yeah.
우리 많은 제 형님 누님분들 진짜
Aw,
That's
감사합니다.
sweet.
that is so
돈가스게요?
sweet.
튀깁니다. 야, 이거
돈가스 하면 또 슈가 형이 돈가스인가요?
슈가스.
I like that plot.
돈가스 하면 또 지민이
Is
아니야?
it Dutch oven?
Steffi's best friend has a Dutch oven just that color.
The people used to live in our house had a Dutch oven just like that. And they left it here, and then they asked for it back when they moved out.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. I thought they had left it on purpose. They left other things.
Like dog hair.
A lot of dog hair.
They're really nice though. Do you like how I said that in case they ever like watched 30 minutes of this?
They were
specific-
really nice. They were very nice.
I know, but I felt like obligated to say it in case they were watching, and it's like there's no conceivable way.
We got their mail for like a year afterward. I don't understand why, but it was very frustrating.
고모야 고모.
I don't think this team's winning, baby.
It doesn't matter. They're the ones who have to eat it. Ultimately, they're the only ones punished.
아니 약간 돼 있는 거였는데.
플레이팅을 이걸로 할까?
좋은데?
I bet it's hard to tell if it's
아 근데
cooked
이게
through.
뭔가 좀
Yeah.
When it's fried like that?
좀 더 일본식 느낌.
Those are cool dishes.
그러면 우리 제목을 곤니치와로 할까요?
좋은데
Konnichiwa.
That's clever.
셰프 물 버릴 건데.
Even I got that pun.
안 뜨거 내 찬물 상해. 뜨거워.
Why'd you do that?
빨리 야 무겁고 뜨거워.
RM and Jin are not doing a good job here.
비켜.
The RMJ connection is not
This
working.
is not going well.
They're having fun though.
Ooh, that actually turned out really good.
돈가스 한 몇 개만 더 해주면 안 되냐?
돈가스 여기도 있어.
It makes me sad. I want to eat
돈가스 때
it.
우리 진 거 같아요.
Just pretend it's chicken.
돈가스 너무 맛있겠다.
아니야.
형이 돈가스를 좋아해서 그런 거 아니에요?
나 지금 변수에
They did a good job.
김치가 들어가면 맛이 어떻게 바뀔지 모르겠어.
We have something like that called chicken fried steak in the U.S. Isn't that the weirdest name? It's chicken fried steak because usually
It's
people
just-
bread chicken,
Yeah.
but this is like breading steak instead. Isn't that bizarre?
I've never had chicken fried steak.
You've never had chicken fried steak? Well, now you probably never will since we can't figure out how to bread things without gluten. Oh no. Something's about to go wrong. Yep.
간장 어디냐 간장.
What do they do?
간장이 아니라 액젓이야. 간장.
Jen's having a
Oh my
stinker.
goodness. It's because he's just doing. He's not communicating to RM.
형 잡채 플레이팅을 이렇게 하려고 하면 많이 힘들겠죠?
그건 잡채가 아니라
잡채가 아니라 그거잖아.
그 뭐냐.
월남쌈이잖아.
What is V up to?
Ooh, spring rolls so good.
여기 다 해야지 여기 이렇게. 난 남은 소세지.
I like that meme
Instead
made
of
it.
Salt Bay, Salt J K. You're saying to say like it made it to Korea too? Yeah. I wonder how many memes are cross like
Cultural?
language. Yeah.
우리 오뎅이 문소리 같지 않냐?
간 봤어?
But if you put in
맛있는 거야?
fish sauce instead of soy sauce, that would give it such a different flavor.
Did you know there's like a whole different internet that's in Russian?
Really?
Yeah.
너무 많이 뽑았다. 야 후추 너무 많이 뿌리면 안
Well,
되는데.
well, not a whole different internet, but like
Oh?
whole different internet culture.
I did not know that.
There's like English internet,
Yeah.
Russian internet, and then
진짜 맛있겠다.
like
큰일 났어요.
East Asian internet
익었다고요?
that I know of, like
큰일 났어.
Weibo.
난리 난다고.
우리 깍두기탕 진짜 난리다.
He does not look like he likes it.
Probably Spanish internet, French internet.
More salt,
너무 많은데.
egg garnish.
아 기가
Korean
막히게 망했네.
internet.
형 근데 전자레인지 어디 있어요?
I've never heard of an egg garnish.
Neither have
I
I.
love that they always use instant rice. I always thought that they would like make very traditional rice.
With a talking rice maker.
Yeah, or something like that.
돌려도 돼?
야 태영아 5분에 돌려도 되는데.
그러니까 맞잖아요.
5분에 돌려.
And they inevitably just use instant.
모르겠다. 네가 한번 해봐라. 작가님들
Rice does take a while.
안 돼요?
No, it doesn't.
야 진짜 1분만 나와.
I will say for random white Americans, I feel like we make good ass rice.
We do. We
make good
watched
rice.
a really good YouTube video on
We
how to
make
do
good
it
rice.
right.
I'm proud of our rice. Like
Be-
we do stereotypically cannot handle a lot of spice, but I'm proud of our rice. Like
Our rice
it's
is doing
got,
well. It's perfectly sticky.
it's got
Also-
it congeals. It's a little bit sweet. I'm proud of our rice. We pressure cook it.
We do pressure cook it. But there's some people who cook rice in the US and they cook it and then they dump out the water after it's cooked. You're cooking rice wrong if you have to dump out water at the end. The rice should use up the exact amount of water that you put in the thing. Otherwise you're doing it wrong. And there's people who do YouTube videos showing how to do that. I've seen YouTube videos of Americans who are doing it wrong, and then I've seen like traditional Asian people watching and they're like, what are you doing to your rice
Yeah.
over in the US?
And that's how we learned.
It was how we learned.
Because I used to cook rice like that.
아 분장 괜찮은데? 후추 맛이 많이 나게 하는데.
그거를 치즈로 좀 없애야 될 것 같아.
They would just say like, fill up a whole
Stunner?
pot with water, take it to a boil, just like throw some rice in.
Yeah, that was how
and
they
then
taught
drain
it.
먹으면 안 되겠다.
Ugh,
있는 게 나을 수도 있다.
치즈가 없는 게 나을 수도 있어. 차라리.
cheese.
Cheese?
Cheese and Asian food don't go together in my mind. There's like, I have very strict
We very rarely see them put cheese on Korean food.
pizza.
I'm curious where it's gonna go.
지단이 아니고 프라이드였어.
너무 많이 남았는데요?
Yeah, it seems like they're almost
남준이
done,
형
doesn't
수준
it?
거의 다 됐어요?
He's just eating it.
맛있네.
뭐 먹었는데?
계란 프라이.
I feel like they're not communicating well, but they're having the most fun.
I don't know if I'm having the most fun. They're stressing me out.
하나 해볼까?
You see Jimin in the back just
얘네들이
vibing?
벌어져서 이상해지지 않나?
He's always carving hearts.
오 벌써
Are those little mini sausages?
중간 점검을 시작하도록 하겠습니다. 종씨 한 입만 주시겠어요?
Jungkook's been like very focused on this.
He's kind of on his own little island.
Oh, it's yummy? Oh. So far,
Is that
I
bacon?
think Suga's food looks the best.
와, 나 먹어도 돼?
Oh my goodness.
아버지의 말로 볶음밥을 만들 때 손에 쉬고 있으면 안 된다 했어.
손이 쉬고 있으면 안 된다고?
계속 휘저어줘야 된다고. 아빠 진짜 그 오징어 젓갈 볶음밥.
Oh, just fried rice.
Pickled squid fried rice.
What? He's like, I'll just be here eating all your food. V won't even be hungry by the time it's done.
양이 똑같아.
종씨
예?
중간 점검 들어가겠습니다.
네.
He's just the designated
야,
checker.
근데 돈가스에도 약간 케찹을 넣지 않나?
해 먹어도 돼.
I want some ketchup on your food before I try it.
우리가 요리를 한번 해봐서 그런지 여유가 생겼네. 어? 맞아. 그죠?
야 아까 그 소스
I'm so proud of them. It seems like they all did really well.
Gone very smoothly, relatively speaking.
요리가 끝났기 때문에.
It looks like restaurant quality to me.
짜잔.
와, 형 진짜 멋있다.
Oh.
I was thinking about that the other day. I feel like restaurant quality is often more about like a level of quality, but that you can make fast.
Yeah.
Isn't that because that's so
And a
much
lot.
of it?
Because
a lot
what
and
we
fast.
do is we only make we're making one thing.
Yeah.
Potatoes. We're not making meat and potatoes
4 or
and
5 different
salad.
dishes.
And they made a whole bunch of things.
And it's like, okay, cool. You were able to work for like 30 minutes to make food for 2 people. That won't work if you're running a restaurant that has
No.
100 people in it. You know what I mean?
You gotta go fast.
So it's like if you're making restaurant quality, you have to hit like as good as a home cooked meal, if not better, in like a quarter of the
a
time.
lot of times they'll prep food in advance and freeze it.
Oh,
Not-
yeah, yeah,
not
for
like
sure.
pull out soup. Oh, I had this in the
But
freezer.
sometimes, but like you have to prep it in a way that doesn't decrease the quality.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
이쪽 팀이
So it's just like a different
나 요리
thing you're
잘하는
trying to
거야.
solve than
Sugar
cooking.
is
at
나
good
home.
at
항상 설거지
cooking.
쪽 했어. 아 남진이 패야겠는데? 남진아 괜찮아. 우리가 이겨.
Who's gonna try all the food to
뭔가
do
다른
a
것들을
good
좀
judge
많이
comparison?
좀더 돋보이도록.
Producer?
지금 만들고 있어요.
Me.
You can't even try it all.
I'm gonna time travel. Call me Dr. Wu.
됐어, 맞았어. 계획대로 가고 있어.
Doctor Who.
Yeah.
That was clever. I'll give that one to you.
아 어떻게 볶은
Are they making stir-fried
이렇게
noodles?
하고 있었지.
내가 지금 뭘 만들고
I'd be so afraid those noodles would burn.
몇 분 남았나요?
11분 다 이제 끓여야겠다. 아좀 식힐까? 뜨거울 것 같은데.
너 어차피 식단 안
So
시키고.
whose team is V on? I'm still
내가
confused.
섞어야 되니까.
제가 할게요.
That team. I think. I believe. Ooh, they put some flour into the noodles?
Too hot. Pat and Matt.
오야 진짜 너무 뜨겁다. 얼마나
Do you know Pat and Matt?
No. I know Matt Pat. He's a YouTuber.
이거 진짜 뭔 요리인지 모르겠네.
깍대시 볶음.
That looks crazy, doesn't it?
Yeah.
네, 밥도둑.
It looks good. Oh my goodness, you're gonna have no food left.
엄마의 자체 그 자체다.
정말 오늘 쓸데없이 많은 음식을 만들고 있는 것 같다.
면을 플레이팅하는데 기본이 있어요.
어떻게 해야 돼요?
잡고 돌립니다.
Twirl.
안 되네.
김치찜이 맛있는데.
그게 김치 잡채의 묘미인가 봐.
아 이건 진짜 끝장이다 끝장. 마이크 앞 해야 돼 이거는.
He's like, I'm very proud.
국자 둘게 국자.
전자레인지 있나요? 이거요?
Whoa.
Whoa, that's cool.
크기 자체가 햇반 하나만 넣기엔 너무 미안한 뭔가 퀄리티인 것 같아요.
오 좋아 두
Why?
가지 버전.
Maybe because it feels like more rice should go with it.
That was very good plating too.
아 잡채가 진짜 활용 점정이네.
That was egg fin. That's the egg stuff he meant.
남의 송맛은 하나도 진짜 농담 아니야.
와,
I like that they're all like,
Ooh.
ooh, the marker of good food if you can sell it. What is he doing?
Plating, remember? He
What
loves
is he
plating.
doing?
아, 다 됐습니다.
형 완성했어요.
Looks like you could get satellite
멋지네.
signal off of it.
야, 이 약간 꽃인데 꽃
Is
베이컨
that
꽃?
bacon?
화분? 여러분 중요한 건 메인이에요. 메인 요리를 잘해야 돼요. 서브는 잘해봐서 필요가 없어요. 아 다양한 맛을 즐길 수 있는.
뭔가 좀 이상한데?
What was that
It
garnish?
was, I don't know, but the song was beautiful.
야 잡채 사진 찾아봐. 지단 위에 안 올리나 봐 잡채는.
야 우리 요리 좀 는 거 같아 다.
그러니까요.
진짜로.
I feel like the later episodes we watched went way worse somehow.
See, how did they get worse at cooking over time?
이 싹도 요리만 했다.
Oh, because they put time pressure and weird
Oh,
things
yeah,
on
that's
it.
right.
대박이다.
That
And
looks
weird challenges.
amazing.
That looks
That looks so good.
like the most delicious thing I've ever seen.
신선하게 보이기 위해서. 신선하게 보이기 위해서.
아, 진짜 최악의 플레이팅.
With
잡채예요? 어. 와, 잘 만들었다.
That just looks like the vegetable stand at a market.
야, 우리 오늘 점심 맛있게 먹을 수 있겠다.
야.
So are all
민준이
three of
만들었고,
those theirs?
남준이 형이랑 숙준이 형 만들었고 이거 내가 만들었어.
야 돈까스 다비 잘했다.
야, 좋습니다, 저희.
That looks very good. That looks fantastic. Wow. Okay, appearance-wise, 10 out of 10. That one looks really
That
good.
looks beautiful.
The others didn't look nearly as good. I I'm gonna give that a
은근히
7 out of 10.
음식의 대가들이거든요.
9 out of 10.
모든 맛집을 다 깨고 있습니다.
요즘 저희를 담당해 주시는 저희 매니저 형님 두 분이십니다.
형 편하게 시식하시면 돼요. 뜨든 뜨든 나베인 거를
Wait, there were only
감안하고
two
드셔야 돼요.
teams?
김치찌개가 아니에요.
Did you realize that?
이거
He just looks like Captain Ree. Doesn't he with the jacket?
얘는 국물이 메인이에요.
저게 약간 볶음밥이 좀 짤 수가 있습니다.
뼛속부터 우리 매니저 저 옷도 BTS 크루 저거만 입고 다니신다고.
진짜 냉정하기로
A
소문났거든요.
cold
네,
guy?
1분만 차도 되냐고.
I don't think we got the
하신다고
teams
하시거든요.
right from the
그건 안
beginning.
되죠.
We were so confused.
냉정하게 판단해 주실 거라고요.
나베입니다.
아, 여기에 그냥
일본식.
몸을 담그셨는데요?
I think we just got Shuga mixed up.
Yeah.
과연
배팀 대 깍팀입니다.
자, 두 분이 같은
That
선택을
Shugo's like on his own team.
맞는데
같은
선택을 했고요 일단은.
감독님 같은 선택을 했나요?
Whoa.
설레발 접수.
아니라고요?
설레발이죠.
내가 보니까 헐 하고 설레발을 치면 헐레발이 됩니다.
아 좋지.
아 우리 또 오디오 감독님이
오감 기가 막히시죠?
오감이 뛰어나신 분이죠.
그렇죠.
감독님 사랑해요. 감독님.
I was gonna say they were roasting the managers a little bit. They're the ones judging you. That's funny, right? Because like when people aren't in the videos, usually you always want to be like, "Ha ha ha, I'm gonna get you now."
Yep.
But they're picking the winner.
I know.
고개 끄덕이셨어. 고개 끄덕이셨어.
Our food.
감독님 감사합니다.
와.
방탄소년단 최고.
Or Solomon.
저희의 최고 사령관이죠. 저 감독님은 그리고 이제 본부해야지 때도.
그렇죠. 고개를 갸웃하셨어요 방금 드시고.
어떻게 이런 맛이 나지? 이런 뜻이에요.
나도 하나 더 먹어.
한 입 더 한 입 더.
Yeah, he was surprised, but we don't know in which direction.
이태리 베이컨까지.
와.
한국이 그냥 하나로 돼 있는 거죠 그냥. 몰라요.
미국 아닌가요?
미국으로.
What is bacon? I don't know.
No way it's from America, though,
They think
right?
it's American? I don't think
There's
it's
gotta have been
American.
bacon before U.S. was founded, don't you think? Like probably anywhere that there's pig can make bacon because it's just.
Right? That's a good question. I've never questioned that.
I also don't really know how to make
I
bacon.
thought it'd be like English.
Don't you
I thought
just-
it was like English or French. French.
You
It's got to be French.
bacon?
Yeah, I think it's.
How would you
it's gotta
pronounce
be
it in French? Show everybody how good you are at
Bacon.
pronouncing. Bacon.
No.
Bacon.
4대
4-1. Hey.
That's
I'm trying to see
impressive.
their faces.
So Cook's like, let me taste this food that beat ours because ours
They
is
didn't even
delicious.
react. They were so busy eating their own food.
나베라니까.
Your little bacon thing.
이거 제가 연남동에서 먹었던 그 맛이네요.
연남동이래.
He said it simmered too long.
That's okay.
No, because remember that we were like, wow, they finished this really fast.
Oh.
That makes sense because the longer you let it simmer, water evaporates. So then like
It gets thick.
it gets stronger and stronger, right?
지금 나 연속 2번을 패배했다. 요리 한번 다음에 더 하시죠. 각성하고 오겠다.
I don't feel like they lost if they like the food.
Yeah.
And everybody likes the food.
If they got one vote, so that means it was close.
Yeah.
청양고추를 더 넣었을까?
깊고 안 깊고.
야, 내가 봤을 때 매니저 형 한 분 붙이고 감독님들 다 이쪽으로
Oh, they had that
왔어.
many vote?
너무 하신 거 아닙니까?
엔딩 해야 돼요. 엔딩 진짜 우리.
Aw, that makes me sad. The other team's food looked better though. Presentation.
It is really funny if you like see that it's 3-1 and you're the last person voting and you're like, oh, I can make him feel better, make it 3-2, it
You're
won't
like,
affect
no.
the voting results. But you're like, no.
I'm just gonna be honest.
어쩌셨습니까?
아, 일단 진짜 하고 싶은 말은 이제 음식이 맛있어요. 우리가 만든 음식이.
No one said your dish isn't good, right?
우리 방탄소년단도 요리가 갈수록 늘고 있습니다.
They did cock their head to
뭘
the
해야
side
돼?
at one point.
진짜 이렇게 다 잘해버리면 어떡해?
형,
They had the
이거
two
한번
chefs
먹어봐요.
on their team, although Jin stressed me out.
Yeah, Jin was struggling.
말랐어. 아니 이거 피규어 아니에요?
Mostly with RM.
자, 안 내면 진 거 가위바위보.
아니 진팀에서 먹어야지. 진팀. 딱 하나씩 진팀 먹으면 되겠네.
It's bacon. How could it be bad?
이거 한 입 베어 물고 먹게 할래?
안 내면 진 거 가위바위보.
Oh, they mean the
안
onion,
내면 진 거
right?
가위바위보.
Oh.
잘하는 사람이 걸리죠. 안 내면
Just
진
give
거
it to our
가위바위보.
daughter. She'll eat raw onion.
봐봐, 야 제가 걸렸네.
Oh
네가 말하니까
no.
네가 걸린다니까.
자, 해보겠습니다. 바로 엔딩 멘트 해주세요. 가자.
방탄소년단의
아!
경우는 계속된다.
달려라.
He actually did.
성공!
Yeah. At least he had a chaser with the bacon.
됐습니다.
I'm so proud of them. That food looks amazing.
빨리빨리.
Oh, cleaning penalty. That's what you said.
설거지 조립해야 됩니다. 먼저 할 사람. 설거지 먼저 할 사람 가위가.
If Jimin loses again,
예.
가위가위보. 설마냐?
진짜 설마냐.
이거는 운명이야.
자, 가위가위보.
I would never
가위가위보.
play rock paper scissors again.
야, 신기하다 이거.
자, 돌입합니다.
JK is cracked at rock paper scissors. Apparently, he won the
I
first
always
round of
lose.
both.
Wesley always traps me. Will be like, "Who's gonna change a dirty diaper? Rock paper scissors." And he'll always do that, and I agree to it, even though he always wins rock paper scissors. Why do I agree to it?
I don't think.
You win probably 75% of the
I don't
time.
think that's true. I think you're
It
doing
is
whatever
true.
the psychological effect is, where people think that you always drop the toast butter side down.
Then why don't you ever
because
want to
you
play
remember.
odds are with me? Because
I'm scared of losing the odds are.
오, 지민이 되게
it's
깨끗한데,
not
지금?
for rock paper scissors. That tells you all you need to know.
오정미. 그거 말고는 잘해요.
야, 근데 이거 생각보다 그때보다 덜 심각한데?
Oh, not that bad.
내 온도를 확인할 수가 없네.
This is the worst part of cooking. This is why I only cook one dish, not 50. And I feel like with one dish, I already used up like half of our dishes.
True. I don't know how it happens, but I'll be honest, it's true. Like, I'll cook 3 or 4 dishes, and I'll use the same number of dishes that Steffi cooks one dish with. But Steffi's one dish will be better. So I think that it's
know
just,
how it
you're probably
happens.
just using more dishes because you're doing more stuff to the dish. But that being said, guys, thank you for watching. I always love watching Run BTS with you guys, especially the cooking episodes.
They're fun.
That's really fun. I just enjoy the whole thing. But that being said, we love you. Thank you guys again.
Because we
for-
like watching food and we're like, I want to eat it.
Yeah,
Let's eat
especially
it.
we film sometimes in the morning and we film sometimes in the afternoon. I love when we do cooking ones in the morning because I'm still hungry. Like when we do them in the afternoon after we've eaten, I feel like we're never as like, ooh, what are we eating today? But that being said, we love you guys. Thank you again, and we'll see you next time. So
Bye.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want to see more BTS content that we can't post on YouTube, like Bon Voyage or In the Soup and a ton of other stuff, or you just want to support the channel, make sure you check us out over at patreon.com/WesandSteph. We're always adding new stuff, and we just started running polls to help us pick what we react to. That's how we just started reacting to Crash Landing on You and the Burn the Stage docuseries. Come join the Patreon. The link is in the description down below.